Hi, my name is Prerak Sharma. I'm 21 years old, first year student of MBA Data Science and AI at IIT Mandi. I don't know, I was about to say I don't know why I'm making this video, but yeah, this video is just for me, an initiative for me to speak for 20 minutes straight, trying to improve my communication skills. I don't know by having this monologue with just my camera, how will it help me? But I have taken this as a tapasya. Tapasya is a thing which I'll do daily, no matter what. So I take this activity as a tapasya. I don't see. I care who looks at this video and how many views do I get. The numbers matter, but yeah. Anyways, it doesn't affect me much because this is just a tapasya for me to do daily. Today probably is the 13th part. I don't know how much my communication skills have increased or not. Anyways, it must be similar to me going to the gym. The first 2 weeks, the first 14 days were mostly me training the basic stuff, how to use a machine, what to do, what not to do. And to be honest, I didn't know anything in the first 2 weeks. And at that time, I started realizing, or was starting to feel that I'm getting to know some things, but that is not true. So I believe this is also the similar thing with the thing which I'm doing, the challenge. I would like to say it challenge as one comment that I received 4 5 videos back, that why am I calling this challenge if I am telling to not live in the future and also not live in the past and be in the present. See, there are no terms to describe present. I am not doing this for the sake of present or being in the past or being in the future. The fact that I am sitting down and saying something just out without preparation, just straight out of my mind, I'm speaking something. This proves the fact that I'm in present. And why am I calling it a challenge? Or the fact challenge itself says that I am hoping something from the future. Yeah, it is true that to improve, yes, see, the thing is, I like growth, and to grow, I know, because without growth, nothing is possible, and without growth, there is no point in living life. So, if I have to grow, or whatever things that I have achieved till now, if I count them as growth, I have to improve myself in some or the other way. The one way to manifest this growth is to do this video, to improve my talking skills or communication skills. So, this is one step amongst the thousand steps that I will have to take to reach to some level someday, or I don't know if I'll get there, or I don't know where I'll be. I have no idea. Today I realized one more thing. Having skills which are industry specific, or having some evergreen skills. So like copywriting is an evergreen skills. If I know how to write, it is an evergreen skill. It doesn't matter much, right? And what about the industry specific skills? See, the thing is, if I know how to write, if I know copywriting, and I can attach it, I see I know copywriting, okay, and if I can attach it to a product, I'll know specifically how to advertise a product, how to write about a product. That skills, that skill might come in demand because people want their product to grow, and for the product to grow, they need someone who can help them by in writing about the product, something that will catch people's attention. So that creates demand. The higher your value that you will provide, the higher compensation you will get. I still don't recognize my strengths. I believe my knowledge is one of my strengths, but I can't be sure if I haven't tested it out. Just by saying it in front of the camera doesn't prove that I'm knowledgeable. I don't know if, see, the thing is, if I'm not able to express my knowledge to everyone in simple terms, I can't say that my skill is being knowledgeable. I have to somehow express it outside, no? And how would I do it? I don't know. One more thing that I appreciate, or that I like when people have it, is coming on time. See, I was also similar like other people. I don't know if you believe in this philosophy of coming on time, but build this discipline around me. I had to build this discipline around me. See, when I had my classes in February, the first hostel experience that I had, although the classes weren't that important, and I was also mm, the teachers were lenient for to me for coming to the classes or not. It was not that mandatory. But yeah, my mom told me that I have to, if the timings are 9, even if the teacher comes or not, even if the students come or not, I have to reach there. So this discipline I got from my mom. So and I actually respect those people who come on time. Because I'd rather skip my breakfast to reach on time. Doesn't matter if the professor is there or not. It's about it's my tapasya to come on time. The thing which will help me have a sound sleep at night. I'll do that. This is one thing. I respect people who do this. What more I can talk about? So my day today involved Bhagavad Gita was taught by our professor, and after that we learnt microeconomics, some concepts of it, demand supply, the mostly basic stuff. But yeah, demand supply are the things which drive the market today, and it's not even that complex. See, the things like demand and supply were always present since the eternity, since the moment or time when humans were there. Things like demand and supply have existed. It's just that a person theoret- theoreti- theoretized it in a way, wrote some textbooks about it, found some observations about it, that he came to know, came to get recognition. The same thing happened with Newton. No, Apple didn't fall for the first time on his head. Apple used to fall in other people's head also, on other people's head also, but he was the first guy who didn't think about eating that apple. He thought about why did this apple fall. This why led him to find discover gravity. Although there are many contradictions here that gravity was already discovered in India and Newton had some access to it. I don't know about that. But yeah, the guy who observes around him, because there are same things are happening around all of us. Apples keep on falling daily on all of us. The guy who can pick it up and not eat it, rather observe what happened, what made it fall, why did this fall. That guy will get some recognition, and in the long term, it also doesn't matter. One more thing that I realized here is being true to yourself. Only do those things that will make you have a better sleep at night. This is, for me, the criteria to judge things is now this much. Someone has come. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Yeah, so I'm back. Probably I might have not missed something. Missed, I, how to phrase this? Probably I think that I didn't waste much of your time. I was just away for, I believe, 10 or 15 seconds. So back to continuing what I was saying. Yeah, the benchmark of what to do and what not to do for me now is simple. Things which will help me have a better sleep at night, I'll do that, whatever it be. And yeah, I like being ethical, I like being moral. I still have complications in dealing with society, what to be lenient on, what things I should not address so easily. I'm trying to figure out a balance in between. But yeah, being ethical and being moral helps me get a better sleep. So I'll encourage you all to also do it. See, I had a decision making course back in December. So what I was taught in that is, see, there were many cases discussed. We had many case studies, and case studies and some questions also involved. The main question which intrigued my mind was, is cheating ethical or not? if I get a chance to cheat, will I cheat or not? See, the thing is, we don't know if cheating is bad or good. We can't judge it by what is good or what is bad, right? So the how can we judge it? The question comes to this. See, in the long run, if I get caught that I was cheating, the long-term repercussions of it are greater than me not cheating and getting failed. Okay, although it seems like unreasonable to in short term, because if I might fail, I'll have repercussions. No, I will not be respected that much, and I will also have setbacks inside of me. But if cheating and getting caught is a bit more worse thing to happen, because there is no recovery out of that. So this is one thing. So the reason that could be added as one reason why I prefer not to cheat, with just because of long run things which happen. The long run repercussions are cannot be traded off with the short term success that I'll get. This is one thing. And what more could I add to this? Yeah, when you cheat, right, or when you feel like that, yeah, I'm cheating or I'm doing something unethical, you kind of have a justification in mind to what you're doing, or it might be under peer pressure. There must be some opportunity at stake. These 3 points I learned from my accounting book. When does a person act unethical? A person acts unethical when there is an opportunity at stake, when there is something to gain from. And the second point comes to there might be some kind of pressure. Some people might be forcing you to do this, or you might be feeling it in your mind that I have to do it, it is compulsory to do. Yeah, so these two things, and the third thing being you kind of justify that irrational or unethical behavior in mind. And that is also not a good thing to be proud of or be so happy about. Because the thing with unethical things is if you get caught, the repercussions will ruin your life. Even if they don't ruin your life, it will destroy your mental. I don't know about mental, it will destroy mostly you. Who are you? I'm talking to you, the guy who's inside this body, who's with the help, who with the help of ears is listening to me. I'm talking to you directly. You won't be able to reside peacefully in this body. See, we all are. I have this awareness, this kind of awareness that I am inside of this body. I'm not even inside of this body. I have a little control over this body. Although this body operates on its own, but I still have some sort of control on it. And I am not this body, this is for sure. Although I feel pain, because if I don't feel pain, I won't care about this body. So I am attached with every single part of it, every single cell of it, that if something happens to it, I'll have to address it in some way. I am obliged to keep this body safe. I am obliged to keep this body healthy. That is my responsibility. But on top of that, I'm not this body. I have awareness of this. So I'm also talking to you, the guy behind the camera, on the other side of the screen. I'm talking to you. You will feel uncomfortable sitting inside this body. You won't be able to act rationally because after committing such things, no, your every action will, because our intelligence has this much logical ability and logical reasoning that it knows what repercussions are coming. It is not unaware of the things which are about to happen. So when we still do that, thinking that they are justified, the unethical actions are justified or somehow somewhat rational, our peace, the inner ability, the intelligence is constantly, when the intelligence is constantly telling that what we are doing is wrong, what happens is we don't get to that. You know, our intelligence knows we are doing wrong, but somehow we go with the mind that yeah, this thing is correct. Peer pressure says it, and although it being unjustified, you somehow find justification in it. there is something to gain in the short term too. You somehow do it for that short term benefit or for due to that peer pressure, but you know in your mind or inside of you that what you did was not ethically right or was not morally correct. How you can overcome this is if you are just being brainwashed by the group of people that you are with, because because mind gets washed easily. If the day you take that step no which goes against your intelligence and you don't have the courage to go back or look at yourself what you did, it things will get hard, things won't be very easy, and once you do that thing, coming back is very hard. Only if you have done some good karma in your past you can come out of that, and it's not in your hands, right? Once bad things once done, you will have to pay for it in some or the other way, and nobody is the judge how this judgment will pass on to how much, how what extent a person should be punished for his bad doings or not. So the best way to prevent frauds or prevent unethical things is to not let them happen. And how do you ensure that you not let them happen? By being aware, having the ability to think rationally, having the ability to say no, having the ability to de-escalate from such situations. It is hard, but it is important. I don't want anyone to get into such situations. Live with your morals. It might be hard that the people whom you are fond of, they might be unethical, right? And in the whole scheme of things, you might not be able to completely ignore them or completely shoo them away out of your existence. But you have to do it somehow. How can you do it? Figure out on your own. But just don't go with the flow. This term going with the flow is for the weak. Don't go with the flow. Find out some way to compensate your you. The thing is, you should not trade off your inner peace with any material thing that is outside. It is easy for me to say, but being aware of this totally is hard for me to. I told you 4 or 5 videos back that I'll chant Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare to observe my thoughts better. But to be honest, I'm not able to do that. When so many things are occupying us, no, physically in this material world, we being aware about thoughts gets hard because I'm not used to it. I'm just flowing with my body. I'm just flowing with the tasks which I have in hand. And when the amount of tasks go up, the amount of awareness goes down. They have an inverse relationship. And how to change that? I'm also in the way to figure out. Keep in touch. If I find some way, you'll get to know at first because you are the people who are connected with me through YouTube. What more can I talk about? Yeah, don't be unethical, don't be immoral. This is not a good thing to do. It's not about good or bad. Long term repercussions are way more worse than the short term happiness that you'll get from doing it. So, this is one thing. What more can I talk about? Following the process is hard, but there is no alternative. You have to follow the process, there are no shortcuts. If you don't go through the basics, you won't get to learn the high level concepts. That is for sure. How to know the basics? Just by practice. There is no alternative to practice. You just have to work and work and work. Just a second. Sorry for interruption again. I believe I didn't waste more than 15 seconds of your life. So back to where we were. Yeah, don't be unethical. Do things which help you get a sound sleep. Do something productive in your life. Doing something solves 90% of your problems. If it doesn't, then you can get in touch with me, bro. My links or my LinkedIn and Twitter are attached in the description below. If you find some ethical issues that you're having, you are free to DM me. I'll surely reply if I find your question of worth. You're free to DM me, you can DM anything. But getting an answer has some criterias which can't be said openly, criterias that I'll know, that I'll feel after seeing your message. There are no benchmarks to set. This is how life is. And you will find people. Yeah, people are the. See, I don't know what I'll do. I Even if I die right now, no, I don't know how to phrase it. I have some obligations to pay off, but I can die right now also. I can die tomorrow also, but I have to live also. And living has some responsibilities. It has everything with it. So yeah, that's one thing. Let's see. I'll figure out. You guys are the first ones who will know. If anything comes up, hit me up on LinkedIn or Twitter. I'll try to post something today because it's been very long that I've posted on LinkedIn. Twitter I have recently posted, but yeah, I'll have to start it again. On YouTube, I'm consistent. I'm compensating the time of LinkedIn and Twitter with the YouTube video that I'm doing. This discipline, I believe, will help me because in the end, I have to talk to people. I can't just write them something on LinkedIn and be happy about it. I'll have to talk. So it doesn't matter how much difficulties that I'm having today in talking with myself, talking with the camera. In long term, it will get me benefits. These are the first 2 weeks of my gym. After 3 months or after 6 months, I'll bear some fruits for sure. But I'll never stop doing this activity. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Hit me up in the comments or DMs anytime. Do like this video, share if you want to, and comment your insights below. Signing off, Prerak Sharma.